let's take a look at our top selections for Dan Illman, Mike Beer. Let's kick off that 50-cent late pick 4 at Oaklawn Park on Southwest Saturday with some stakes action. If you like speed, you're going to get some in the Spring Fever Stakes. Let's throw up the field for race number 8, $200,000 sprint for fillies and mares. Kamari, the number 9. She's good on turf. She's good on dirt. She's good on fast dirt. She's good on dry dirt. She's won at Oaklawn. We haven't seen her since September. I guess that's the big concern.
Yeah, I think it is too. She's got an awful lot of talent, Dan, and it does sort of feel like, as you were sort of laying out there, it feels like she can do anything. But there's a layoff to deal with here for a filly that never really got started as a 3-year-old. I mean, it just feels like they have trouble keeping her on the track.
And she will have to take on the challenge of Amy's Challenge, who is very fast, who likes Oaklawn Park, who's likely to get the jump on her, as we see from the Timeform US pace projector. Amy's Challenge, she gets to the lead, Mike. She gets very, very brave on occasion, and it looks like Mac Robertson's gotten her back into good form.
Yeah, I guess, yes, she ran okay last time. I don't know how much I agree with this pace projector, though. Maybe she's just fastest and will make the front here. I thought there was plenty of other speed in this race, Dan, and going 5.5, I got to believe that somebody's going to be sending in here.
Let's take a look at Cash, Check, or Charge, the number 1. She has speed. Turf Paradise speed. She dominates this optional claiming group in the manner of a 1-2 favorite. And she only career. She's won 6 of 9. She deserves an opportunity against better horses. And I think she could be one of the sneaky pace players.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I mean, if you look at the pace projector again, I mean, they have her at the back of the pack down on the rail. I think she's going to be forward in here. That's her running style. I just feel like she's a speed horse. I think the 5.5 is actually good for her. And she's run a couple of figures that say that she could be close in this race if she runs her best race. I thought she was a little bit interesting.
The number 2, Sunny Dale, is 3 for 5 at Oaklawn, 0 for 13 everywhere else. And Jerry Hollendorfer historically does great work with dirt sprinters going second off the layoff. Here's a formulator fact to consider for Sunny Dale, a horse that might benefit from some pace up front. Sunny Dale for Hollendorfer over the past 43 months. Dirt sprinters, second after 61 to 120 day layoffs, 5 for 10, $3.46 ROI. Hollendorfer does well second off the bench.
Yeah, he does. We'll see. I didn't love her race off the layoff last time. She was behind a couple of these horses in that race, but maybe she just needed one off the break and she'll run better here. I felt like this was a tough spot for this horse.
Number 3 in here is Amy's Challenge. Let's watch her last race, the American Beauty over Muddy Going. It was her first start back at Oaklawn Park. She showed good speed. That's a nice filly that beats her, Mike. I know you're not Frank's Rockette's biggest fan. Frank's Rockette's just better than Amy's Challenge, though. Amy's Challenge easily second best.
Yeah, I mean, she got to the lead in here. She was loose early. Still no match for that monster Frank's Rockette running by her in the stretch. I guess she ran fine, Dan. I don't know. As the favorite, I'd be willing to take a shot against this horse, but she can win.
And Casual has a lot of upside potential. What a lovely pedigree by Curlin out of that brilliant sprinter, Lady Tack. And it looks like maybe Casual is slowly starting to get it. She's still slow on paper. The last race, though, was promising. I know only against non-winners of 3 Life, but let's watch Casual win this race because she has work to do. At the 3/16 pole, she's sitting in third. She's got to be a good 4 lengths off the lead right about now. But once she changes leads, this little filly keeps on coming.
Yeah, good finish in this race to run these leaders over. They're getting a little tired here. The horses that were on the lead there in the stretch, they wind up, I think, 3rd and 5th in here. They both got very tired after they hooked up to duel around the turn. But this filly ran them over in the stretch, I thought, pretty nicely, Dan. When they sprinted her off the layoff in November, too, at Churchill, she did not have a good trip that day and ran a lot better than it looked. She got blocked in some traffic there. It'll be interesting. Her first 2 starts were really good, and they were fast races, but she hasn't won back to them yet. Maybe she will now.
Headland is another horse that has speed and might make this race a little bit faster than Timeform US thinks. She popped a 97 buyer 2 starts back at Remington. I don't think she's a 97 buyer kind of horse, but she came back with a fine enough effort and an optional claim, or a race we're going to take a look at now, going 3/4 of a mile. It seems she has improved since they've taken the blinkers off. She's on the lead turning into the stretch here. She's going to be confronted, and she's just no match for the winner.
Yeah, no match at the end here. The winner was pretty good in this race. She was, right up there on the pace. The horse, the 6th there, who's right to her outside, Ain't No Elmers, is also back in here. And they were both, sort of in similar trips here. This horse is second best at the end. I'm with you, sort of that 97 2 back is hard to buy into. And one start before that, she got buried by Amy's Challenge.
I think the mistake I might be making in this race is not rating the 6 Ain't No Elmers higher, because I'm kind of a big fan of this horse. I thought she needed the layoff after she did some good work last year at 3. And I think she felt the effects of the layoff in that last race. She was up close to the pace. She got tired late. I think she gained a lot of fitness out of that, and she should do better second off the layoff. 8-1 is a good price for a horse that can sit kind of in the second flight.
No, I agree. I was actually surprised when I looked at the picks that you didn't take this horse, because I know that you like her, and I thought she ran fine off the layoff last time. I can certainly see her taking a step forward in here.
She's So Majestic is another horse going second off the layoff. That was a rather long layoff last time out, and they ran her in the American Beauty. We saw that race with Frank Srockett and Amy's Challenge, and she kind of rushed up into contention early, and then she tired. I thought it was a solid performance. She doesn't mind the wet racetrack. At a big price, I would try to maybe slot her in underneath somewhere.
Yeah, I can see that. Another horse who can be forward but doesn't necessarily need the lead. She's okay. She has a race or two that would give her a chance in here.
Best Kept Secret tried to get into the American Beauty with a wide rally, flattened out behind Frank Srockett. I look at her form and I see some solid races. She's good on turf. She's good on dirt, but she's not yet fast enough to threaten the top names in this race.
Yeah, I felt the same way about her. I mean, I wouldn't be too hard on her for the American Beauty last time, a race that just didn't really set up that well for her without a lot of pace going on. She might get a totally different setup here.
Multiple stakes winner on turf is Kamari. She is Group 1 placed on turf at Royal Ascot. She is also 2 for 2 on dirt. Her debut at Keeneland was just sensational, where she won by the length of the stretch. And here was the Purple Martin Stakes last year, her first race of the year off of a layoff. And she was running against Frank Srockett and Edgeway, 2 good fillies. Let's watch Kamari in the Purple Martin. And she didn't seem comfortable, I thought, Mike, when she was inside in the early portion of this race, getting that wet kickback. But once she gets to the outside, she is rolling a late.
Yeah, I like this performance from her. You're right. She didn't look comfortable early off the pace. She also had to steady a little bit on the far turn behind another horse. Once she got clear, though, I like the finish she put in here. I really actually like both of her dirt races, Dan. I mean, obviously her turf form is excellent, but her 2 dirt races suggest that she might even be better on this surface.
Now, she's not the greatest from the starting gate, so it might appear that she could use a little bit of pace up front. You and I believe that this pace could heat up for her. 5.5, no problems for her on turf. Let's see if she can handle it on dirt. We think she can. We take a look at our top picks for the Spring Fever Stakes, going 5.5. Kamari is where we're going to go. You're going 9 and 4. I'm going to try to get this Turf Paradise horse into the numbers somewhere. Speed and a rail.
I like that one. I think she will show speed in this race, Dan. She's interesting at a price. I don't know. I struggled a little bit with this race. I wound up taking Kamari just because even if she is a short price, I just feel like she might be the best horse in this race. I thought about putting Casual on top. I do like her last 2 sprints, but she's going to have to take a step forward here.
9, 4, 3, and 6 for Mike. 9, 1, 3, and 6 for me. It's the Spring Fever Stakes. There's a great card at Oaklawn Park on Saturday featuring the Southwest, the Razorback, and the Spring Fever. Good luck.